Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
That's what I tell them. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success.
What's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with the Hangout and Highlight session. Excited to have Mr. Darryl Kincy on with us. A great guy, blessed and fortunate to do some great things. And he has something amazing that's coming up. And I wanted to take this time to give him an opportunity to just talk about it and let you guys know who he is, as well as letting you know about the event that he has coming up, because you want to be involved, you want to be a part of it, and you want to show some support for this because it's a great cause. So first off, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to hang out with me on this Hangout and Highlight session.
Sweet, Chip. I appreciate you. We have just kind of established some communication this week through Coach Joe Moore, which great man. And I've just been blessed to be here in Texas since May 2020. And my circle of friends is not huge, but man, there's some quality people. And I consider Coach Joe Moore a quality person. And it's kind of like what you said about him telling you about me. I feel the same way about him hooking me up with you. If Coach hooks me up with somebody, I don't question their character. I don't question their heart. I'm good. So I thank you so much for this opportunity. Just upfront, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so we, and I don't know if I told you this, but I was blessed to have in my career, have a desk beside Coach Joe Moore for 12 years of my career. And so, it's been a huge blessing, and same sentiments, just like you said, and I told you off air when we met, if he said you good people, then you good with me.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
so
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm grateful that the big man has allowed us to cross paths. But if you don't mind, just share a little bit with the audience about who you are and kind of what it is you do.
Okay, well, thank you. My name is Darryl Kincy. I have a 501c3 nonprofit that's been set up for a few years called Taking the Lead Generation. Set it up when I was in California, moved from California. And I always say, man, I'm glad to be from California, not in California. So anybody listening to this, don't hold California against me. So I'm loving Texas. I love the Conroe area. I just love this county, Montgomery County. I've grown to love it. Been here since May of 2020. Been working with middle and high school students since the late 90s, and in different capacities, from doing working with kids in church to doing leadership camps, in terms of speaking at leadership camps, being involved in one of the largest speaker organizations or leadership organizations in the state of California, actually the largest at that time, and maybe still the largest in the country, CATA, California Association of Director of Activities. I was blessed to speak at some of their events in the late 90s, early 2000s, and just kind of stumbled across, I won't say stumbled across, because I believe there's a purpose. God has a purpose for each and every person. And I just kind of discovered this part of my purpose working with young people in the late 90s. Didn't have anything in terms of, had not spoke to any young people, but it was in my heart. Got some letterhead, got some envelopes. And now for the first name I had was Fourth Dimension Images, and it was a for-profit organization. And I just started knocking at doors, calling on people in a school in San Dimas, California. Gave my first opportunity to speak to some leadership kids. I still have that check. It's a $125 check back in like 1997. I still got that check because that was the start. And since then, I'll be honest, Chip, there are some opportunities early on that I missed because I was going more on just natural ability, and I wasn't prepared for some opportunities to maximize some opportunities came up earlier. So at this point in my life, I want to maximize opportunities. I love working with youth. What's brought me to this point is meeting Dr. Michael Hale, who is the founder and CEO of Coat of Many Colors there in Montgomery he has an office space at the Lone Star Community Center. I got on the phone, Chip, just to show how God works. I just went Google, and I put in church camps. I put in different ministries. A bunch of them came up. I started calling, didn't know anybody, just started calling probably about almost 3 months ago. He was one of probably about 25 calls that I made. He responded, set up, we had lunch, we had another lunch, and it turns out through his ministry, he has a division, the empowerment division, and under the empowerment division, he has wanted to facilitate and do training for youth. Well, through us being connected and this being my passion, God just has brought us together. He's a great man. He just loves serving the community, and he does some different programs. Coat of Many Colors Ministries, Inc., CMCI.org is his organization's website. But a great man, and we are here now, and kind of segues into this event. I have been if I can I still, you need a question, or am I still good?
No, you good. This is
Okay,
about you.
all right,
We're
all right,
highlighting
okay.
you and what you got going on.
All right,
So
all right.
do your
I want to
thing,
make
sir.
sure. Okay, cool. So I met Coach Moore through Scott Davis, and I know you know Scott Davis, and this is FCA, for those of you who don't know, Fellowship of Christian Athletes. And Scott Davis, at that time, he had the Magnolia, I forget the other two areas. He had two other areas that he had, Klein and then Tomball. Magnolia, Klein, Tomball. Met Scott through Trader Joe's, if an employee at Trader Joe's. I work full-time with Trader Joe's. My desire is to be going full-time working with kids over the next 6 to 9 months. Worked there, employee introduced me to Scott. Scott and I met, sat down, I filled out an application, just become more involved with FCA. Last year in December, well, I did a few huddles back in October and November at Klein, a couple of schools in the Klein district, high schools. And then Scott asked me to be the featured speaker for the Klein ISD Fields of Faith event. And I want to tell you something, Chip, it was the first time that I was ever in front of a group where I was tasked with just sharing Jesus, unfiltered, no holds barred. And I want to tell you, that's one of the greatest experiences of my life. And that just set another fire inside of me. And I was so grateful that God gave me that opportunity. And then coming to this point now, it's just been in my heart, man. Our kids, man, young men, you have to kind of choose a lane. And I'm not trying to be all things to all people, but man, our young fellas, there's so many people that single mothers, there's even homes where moms and dads, and you still have some of the kids, young men, who are still kind of falling through the cracks because of whatever the case may be, maybe with the father figure in the home. So Chip, for me, and I know you've been a coach, I don't know your real history coaching, but I know a little bit about what has been shared with me, but I just got a passion to reach our young men, and I will share with you, I believe I shared with you, man, I don't want to let a kid die and go to hell on my watch. So even though doing this, what's coming up, and I'll get to that in just a second, it won't be open the Bible per se, but I'm a walking Bible. I'm doing what I do because of Jesus in me, man, because of his spirit in me. I don't know any other way to have an opportunity to succeed without Jesus, man. I can't compete cheating. I can't compete lying. I can't compete double crossing somebody. I cannot compete. I can't win in that arena. But letting God lead me, the Holy Spirit lead me, I have an opportunity to win in that arena. And so I just want to be in a position where I can share with these young men principles, things that will help them be able to see and say, you know what, I can make some different choices about the things that I do, the choices that I make, so that my character, and there's the 3 C's I'm going to cover: character, choices, and careers. I always say, either people will say one of 2 things. Hey, man, Darryl, man, that character, or Darryl, that's a person of character. Character is associated with our names. And so I don't want them to be that character. I want them to be whatever it is, James. James is a person of character. Ramad is a person of character. Tommy is a person of character. So for me, what we're doing, and I'll hold up this little flyer right here. This is a flyer and it's got a little QR code. So we are going to be doing an event in next week, Saturday, man. It's coming up so fast. It is the Above Average Achievers program. And I believe that our young men can have greater success. Most students, and I think you'd agree with this, Chip, most students, man, it's not that they're not intelligent. They're just not challenged. I think sometimes educators fail to tap into what gets that student excited. And you can't ask a question and then answer a question because nobody's learned anything. I don't believe in just giving them an answer. And that's why tests, to me, tests are just tests. I mean, you can teach an intelligent animal how to take a test, how to mark a certain box, if you reward them every time they mark that right box. That's not, to me, is not the measurement of what someone has learned. I would rather them succeed in life when it comes to practical things and rather than succeed on paper, but then fail in life. And so the Above Average Achievers program next Saturday, Lone Star Community Center, August 27th, this Saturday coming up, Lone Star Community Center, not the convention center. It's in Montgomery, 2500 Lone Star Parkway. 3 sessions. We're going to start at 10 a.m. We'll be done by 2 p.m. The featured keynote speaker is Dr. Carlton Todd. God has blessed me to meet him back in 2019. And he is the principal at Stockton Junior High School. He was the assistant principal at one of my granddaughter's intermediate school when I first met him. And man, just a wonderful man. He loves helping students. He's got a Boys to Men program that he started. I'm sure you're familiar with a few years back. And
Yes, sir.
and I've had the pleasure too. A couple of months ago, I spoke twice at his Boys to Men program there on the campus of Stockton Junior High. So Dr. Todd is going to be my featured keynote speaker opening up. Dr. Michael Hills is going to do a session. And then as far as opening for the second session, and then I'll probably open for the third session and finish the third session. But we're focusing on character. Character is important. When you have, if you work on things and having great character, then we can look at choices. Choices and character go together to me. They really go together. And you can even say character or choices and conduct. To me, those go together. And then careers, everybody wants to have a career they can be proud of. And it's not so much the dollars and cents as much as it is feeling like, you know, I'm in the sweet spot of life. I'm doing something that I was created to do. I'm having fun. I'm helping people. I'm not being a problem. I'm solving problems. And that's where the value comes, man.
I love it. So good. So many great gems, so many great nuggets. And as you can tell, audience, he is passionate about it and connected to some great people that are passionate about it as well. And so I know that the event is going to be amazing. So for any of you that are, know of any, students that would be great to come to that event, please, let's get them there. I promise you, you will not be disappointed because the keynote speaker, I know Dr. Todd, and I've spoken to his group as well. Man. And so just an amazing guy doing great things. And, when amazing people connect to do amazing things, the beneficiaries receive amazing results.
I want to say something, Chip, if I can. This is too, because I had in the way we got connected, because I started thinking a couple of days ago, I've been waking up and during the middle of the night thinking, oh my God, I got to reach kids. I have no clue if there's going to be 1 person come, 10 people come, 50 people come, 100 people come. It's not about the numbers. I was concerned about that, but it's not about the numbers. If 1 comes, then that 1 is going to get everything that we have to give that day. If you don't prepare for 1, you're not prepared for 50 or 100. So I'm preparing for 1, and I'm going to give everything that I have that day. But parents, if there's parents that are going to see this, parents, if you don't have a young man, but you know someone who has a young man, I'm going to challenge you to share this with them. It's a free event. I don't know if I mentioned free. If I didn't, it is a free event. Man, there's lights. It costs for electricity, but we're giving away some things. I've been ordering some things. I've been doing some equipment, updating some equipment for myself, but I'm also going to be giving away some things. We're going to have a couple little raffles and things that we're going to give away to kids. I always believe in giving. And I don't want to take, I want to give. When somebody leaves, I want to feel like, hey, man, this dude went out of his way to just make sure we got something. So every kid that comes there is going to get something. And so parents, if you don't have kids, you got nephew, you got a grandson, you got a neighbor with kids, man, share this with them and let them know Saturday, August 27th, this coming Saturday, Lone Star Community Center is where we're going to do it at. And again, it's a QR code. If they go to CM, Code of Many Colors Ministry, CMCM Inc. or CMCM, let me go back, CMCMI.org. They can go there, easy registration. It's going to be free, but they need to register. Scan the QR code. It's seamless to register. And we're going to get in. We're going to get started on time. We're going to be done on time. People got other things to do, and I'm going to be mindful of their time. But I love meeting people like you because I could not get this kind of exposure on my own. I'm new in this community, 2 years. I don't know people like you know people, and it takes a network with people. I'm always trying to tie people together if I could be a bridge, and I appreciate you for being a bridge and a link ship to me being able to reach people that I never would meet without this venue or avenue.
Yes, sir. And what time is that going to start?
Yeah, it's going to start at 10 a.m. Chip. Good question. It will be, registration is going to start 9:15. People can get there early. And if they want to get there early, come on early, we get them signed up. It's really not where the Lone Star Community Center is. It's not the closest store. Somebody wants to go, well, actually, let me back up. I'm so excited, man. Let me back up. We'll have food. They're going to walk away with the lunch. We got somebody catering. They're going to walk away with some food when they leave. We're not going to have food there in the place because I don't want to have all that cleanup. And so, but we're going to leave. They're going to walk away with some food. We'll have some snacks there. We'll have some drinks there. So when they come, there's not any stores, anything in the immediate area. But when they come, well, we don't want them to go and go anywhere. We want them to just be there and be present. So they can register 9 to 9:15 at the latest 9:15. Registration is going to start, and we're going to be going at 10 o'clock. So I'm excited. We'll be there setting up on Friday. It'll be done, and we're just going to be there to greet the young men. And every young man, Chip, you and I, man, we're older. We've been there. Sometimes the young people, they think that we don't understand. Times are different. Yes, I will say that. And it's difficult things, man, that they face. But I think you'd agree, man, I don't want our young men confused about their sexuality. I don't want our young men confused about and take what's not in God's word and accept it as being normal. And then there's a generation who has bought the lie, and the lies become a truth to them, which is not a truth. But there's forces at work trying to take our young people and flip them, have them against their parents, have them against any kind of authority. And I'm just not going to let it happen. And I'm going to challenge our young men. I don't mind people stumbling. I don't mind them falling. I don't mind them even crawling as long as they're moving forward, man. You move forward. I'll help you. I'm not going to drag you, but I'll help pick you up and I'll steer you in the right direction. But I don't mind people struggling. So our young men are going to be challenged that day. I don't just give answers. I ask questions, and I'm cool with the room being uncomfortable because it's silent, because I want them to think. We get paid, and you notice we get paid for solving problems. And you solve problems, you got to think like there's got to be a way to get this done. And so I want their brains to hurt when they leave that day. I want their spirits to be refreshed. I want their brains to hurt because they thought, but I want them to walk away where they said, you know what, I can do one, two, maybe three things I can immediately apply, and I can start to see a difference. It's a new school year. If their character was suspect before, they got a great opportunity to start afresh and anew. Yeah. So that's what they equip them to do, man.
Well, before we get out, I know you talked about the cmcmi.org where they can go on, but if you don't mind sharing your social media as well, so people can check you out and follow the amazing things that you have going on.
Okay. All right. Yes. So a couple of different things. One, taking the lead generation. I'm in the process of, and I will have it done Monday, Tuesday. I'm in the process. I took the website because I'm changing some things in the process of change. So taking the lead generation, I'm going to have it maybe kind of skeleton website, and I'll be adding things to it, but I'll bring it back up probably tomorrow. Taking the lead generation, and the domain ttlg.org or .com. I can't remember which one I have, but it'll be a link. I'll put a link If I can send something to you to update that, I just have to go back on GoDaddy so I can refresh that. And then also too, I have a brand that's called Within You, WITHNU. I'm on Instagram, my name at Darryl Kincy. Facebook is Darryl Kincy. And also too, Within You, WITH, the letter N, the letter U. And that was given to me. There's a longer story, but that was given to me, dropped in my spirit. So there's a brand that I have, and that brand says a lot. And there's a series of messages that's going to be just built around that brand. So Within You, taking the lead generation. Within You is the brand here. The messages are going to be coming underneath that. And again, through a website, I'm in the process of updating both of those, but I am on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. If they just put in my name, Darryl Kincy, DARRYLKINCY, both of those will come up.
Well, awesome. Well, again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to do this Hangout and Highlight session. Thank you for your energy and passion and effort to make a positive difference. And I wish you continued success.
Hey, Chip, I want to thank you. And man, God bless and increase you, give you his wisdom, give you his, you follow his leading direction, because I believe that it's a time, and we are associated with working with kids, and that's the next generation, man. That's the future. And we just want to be great role models. And just by your heart and you willing to do this, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I hope we can meet this week,
Yes,
at some
sir.
point this week.
Yes, sir.
I may come by Oak Ridge, but I got to meet you, brother, face to face. So thank you so much, man, for this opportunity.
Yes, sir. And thank you guys for checking out this Hangout and Highlight session. We'll see you next time. God bless.
God bless you.
Go get it.